Hey, you, what you gonna do? 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 Party people in the house, let's go. It's your boy Loopy, aight. So, trash that game with me, perplexed. Game so bad, you know what's next. Trash, all in your face. What's up? What's up? It's a disgrace. Trash it, smash it, causes doom. Shake it, quake it, space kaboom. Okay, I tried, alright. Welcome to the dumpster dive review of Space Jam. As you may have heard, Space Jam is all the rage as of late, considering the announcement of renowned actor and yearly Oscar threat Lebron James' new movie, Space Jam, a Ready Player One story. What? You telling me that's not the actual title? In fact, LeBron James was so dedicated to making sure his basketball game was on point for this new film that he trained for the last 18 years in the NBA, winning 4 championships in the process. And you guys say Leo's the best method actor in Hollywood? In all seriousness, anything LeBron James does is compared to that little logo on the Nike shoes for some reason. Okay, so my intel has just told me that that little logo is actually a real person. I don't know anybody that would be that small enough to fit on a shoe, but okay, I'll go along with it. Okay, in all seriousness, we all know NBA legend Michael Jordan and his absolutely legendary classic 90s movie Space Jam. And if you argue with me that Space Jam isn't a classic, we're about to be beefing. LeBron is currently the best NBA player in the world, hands down, and has been for quite some time. As a result, he relentlessly gets compared to Michael Jordan. So having a Space Jam movie which is a sequel to the Space Jam movie that Michael Jordan made, which is his direct comparison, it creates more comparisons. But you know where LeBron falls short? He can't compare to Michael Jordan. I don't hear about a Space Jam, a new legacy video game coming out, but you better believe your butt Michael Jordan wasn't afraid of sticking his face on a game cartridge. Space Jam the game come out on a cartridge? PlayStation, Saturn, DOS. Okay, no it didn't. You better believe your butt Michael Jordan wasn't afraid of sticking his face on a CD. But with Space Jam trending basically everywhere, we have to get to the bottom of figuring out, is Space Jam the game good? Should Space Jam the game have a resurgence in popularity considering a new legacy movie releasing in theaters whenever? The answer is probably no, but we're gonna get into it anyways. So right off the bat, we have a good sign. Acclaim developed this game. You know, the same people behind Turok, the first couple Mortal Kombat games, and NBA Jam. We should be in great company. Just on that namesake, I'll get over the fact that you can't skip the Acclaim logo. Okay! If you ever decide to pick up this game, which you probably won't, but if you do, be careful. Your eardrums are going to rupture. And then again, if you didn't know Acclaim made this game from the first go-around, you have another chance to find out that it was from Acclaim. And another company that goes by so quickly you barely even get enough time to process their name. Wait a minute, are we getting a cinematic intro to Space Jam? Flaming basketball meteor, love it. Maybe this game's better than I thought. Man, if these models don't scream mid-90s, I don't know what will. And a couple pixels ran by there in case you missed it. Get down! They got a gun! Oh, okay. I'm vibing. So we got 3 simple options: play game, options, or intergalactic tournament. I think it's pretty obvious intergalactic tournament is just a tournament mode, so we don't want to do that just yet. So let's go into play game. You gotta just love Danny DeVito's big, thick, green sausage fingers pressing the buttons for you. The character on the right here, is that how they looked in the movie? Because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem the same to my imagination. I went ahead and chose the Toon Squad because, obviously, that seems like the reasonable choice, and I surely wouldn't go on to regret that later. I just love Michael Jordan's face on this loading screen. It's got an expression that just says to me, they really aren't paying me enough money to hold this pretend Looney Tunes logo here. Am I really out here doing this photo shoot right now? Did you guys get the picture yet? Can I go home and make my residuals already? I gotta admit though, I do like the little blaster loading screen. I think that's kinda cool. And this whole loading screen in general just screams mid-90s, which I'm kind of all for right now. Okay, so we're picking our Toon Squad team members. You got Elmer Fudd, you got Porky Pig, you got Wile E. Coyote out here, you got Sylvester, you got the one character that's canceled on Twitter. They're definitely not going to be in Space Jam: A New Legacy. You got Captain KFC Bucket, you got Taz, of course, because how do you not have Taz, one of the best Looney Tunes characters? You got every 90s child's wet dream, the oh-so-classic I gotta say, James Lee makes some beautiful videos. Back on track, we've got Daffy Duck. We have Big Chungus, who's probably going to be the first draft pick because there probably isn't a better choice for a Looney Tunes game than Bugs Bunny. And then there's Michael Jordan with max stats. So scratch that last statement. Obviously, we're going to pick Michael Jordan with maximum stats because you'd be stupid if you didn't. And then you got the Pew Pew guy, but who cares? Back to Michael Jordan, back to Bugs Bunny, back to the characters that matter. So it turns out, like NBA Jam, you have 3 characters, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick Bugs and, well... So we've got our team. Let's begin. Don't you just love the loading screens with absolutely no background music? You get to just look at Michael Jordan and Danny DeVito's thick, warty-looking green arms. Oh, so we're not even going straight into a basketball game. We have Daffy's quacked caper.
We need to get a hold of Mike's uniform pronto. Stay away from that pesky nerdluck.
Nerdluck? Apparently nerdlucks are what the aliens are actually called in the Space Jam movie. You know, the thing that doesn't actually get explained anywhere.
Oh, and that dog. He's a real cut-up. Good luck.
So let me just tell you, this minigame is a nightmare. It's based off the part of the film where Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny go to Michael's house to get his gear so he can be prepared when training to play against the Monstars. But you're just kind of quickly thrusted into this minigame right in front of the dog and the nerdluck running around, and you're like panicking. You don't know what even to do. You're like, oh god, okay, I gotta grab this bag of whatever and collect shoes, and can I jump? Do I have to interact with anything? I just kind of panicked and ran around just trying to find as much stuff as I possibly could. Forget trying to like climb up shelves and grab the jerseys off the walls and the mantle. And I cannot understate how terrifying it is for Daffy Duck to be grabbed by this dog and just tossed around like a squeaky toy. If a 5-year-old plays this game, how are they gonna feel about bulldogs growing up? This game's giving puppies a bad name. Daffy's pure screams of terror, man. And then there's these weird child toy ring pyramids that pop around that you can't really make out what they're even supposed to be, but apparently they hurt you or stop you or whatever. I guess it's just an obstacle or something. I'm ready for this minigame to end. So yeah, results, I didn't do very good. Michael Jordan seems a little too enthusiastic about my piss-poor performance. But hey, we can put shoes on all 6 of Michael Jordan's feet now, so we're set. And with that nightmare gone, we're finally into the actual basketball game. Already off to a great start. And can I point out that the Monstars are all like 11 feet tall, especially the blue guy. It's hardly fair compared to my characters. And for the first, couple minutes of this game, I was confused on what controls even do what. I was out here panicking, what's pass, what's switch characters, what's steal, what's block, and even by the very end of me playing this, I don't think I fully understood all of the controls. So for a game literally based off of the movie Space Jam, with an absolutely booming and powerful and awesome soundtrack, one that lasts for decades as a very memorable soundtrack. This game is so quiet. Just listen to this.
Blanco, what a shot!
This game is low-key depressing. It kind of feels like a chore because there's just no mojo to it. You're just kind of running up and down the court. You hope Michael Jordan can hit a 3. You piss your pants at the thought of even trying to dunk because the dude is 11 feet tall. And can I mention, down here at my side of the court, what is with the demonic creatures in the background watching this game? I feel like I'm getting brainwashed. Looking into the crowd, hearing nothing but sneaker squeaking and very quiet, unenthusiastic music. Staring into the souls of the creatures watching this game. And then at the other side, there's like a giant heart creature and an oddly affectionate-looking bear thing. I guess it's all supposed to be aliens, but half of it's just weird, and the other half is just nightmarish. But at least we still have Danny DeVito sitting at mid-court. God, I love Danny DeVito. At least on our side of the court, we've got our homie Chester Cheetah, the dog with a blindfold on, Ask Jeeves in the back, and Mr. Turtle or whatever. Let me tell you, this game does a terrible job of explaining anything to you. I think it just assumes you've already played like NBA Jam or something and you just kind of know how to play a game like this. This is very much one of those games that you just kind of button mash and hope you can figure it out fast enough so you aren't already losing too much before you can try and come back. And there's like this pushing mechanic where you push the character so they can't sky up for a rebound or something. Yeah, I just flat out never figured out how to really use that mechanic. It's really like a right place, right time kind of thing. I don't even know what button does it. But the AI for darn sure pushes you every single time. Gets the ball back every single time on their way down, so just get used to it. We need some momentum here, please, Bugs! Alright, only down 10, 18-8 with 30 seconds left in the first. That's not too bad, right? We got Michael Jordan on our team. We can make a game of it. You were wide open. I'm doomed.
For three.
I can't believe made a three-pointer. Alright, so Captain 15 feet tall didn't make the full court heave, which is great. 20-13 at the end of the first. Could have been worse. Not too bad. And I guess we're loading into something in between the first quarter and the second.
Hey, Hubie, how about that quarter we just witnessed?
Yeah, boy. It looks like any one of these power-ups would help the Looney Tunes strive for victory.
So basically, that was the game's piss-poor attempt at trying to explain that you can either substitute some characters out, meaning if you're over Bugs Bunny bricking every jump shot they take, you can swap a character in, or you can play some kinds of mini-games to power up your team if you do well. So you know what? I'm feeling frisky, let's go for a shootout. Can't be worse than Daffy Duck getting torn apart by a bulldog.
What in tarnation? You ain't a-going nowheres until you work on your shooting, partner. Outscore the Monstar for bonus points. Shoot in the circle to double your points. Good luck.
Rest in peace, my esophagus. This is a pretty straightforward minigame. Color coordination to tell you how many points a spot's worth. A roaming spotlight of sorts. If you start your shot while you're in the circle and you make it, it's worth double the points. The goal? Simply just outscore the Monstar, or the Toon Squad person if you're playing as the Monstars. I personally am going against Green Guy. Not gonna lie, I wasn't doing super great. It was kind of close if you look at the scoreboard, but buzzer beater! Okay, so it wasn't at the buzzer, but it still felt cool, okay? Green Guy couldn't keep up with this. And now back to the game. Or not back to the game just yet. I'm gonna assume that the green bar being full means I get some kind of shooting boost. Also, I know it's a little thing, but I hate design where the only way you know what button you're selected is if you know which color is the right one. What I mean by that is right here you have play game and substitution. Play game is purple. And if you press a directional key, it'll go to the other option, which turns the other option, substitution, purple. If you're not paying great attention, you don't exactly know which is actually lit up. I'll admit, I'm probably stupid, but I went to like substitution twice before I figured out how to get back to play game with the right color. And not only that, but I gotta deal with these two stupid mice taunting me every single time I make the mess up.
Welcome back!
So we get into the second quarter, and it's kind of more of the same. I start getting a little frustrated because Michael Jordan isn't making anything even though it's wide open. I try a near half-court shot. It just doesn't feel like it's going my way right now. Monstar is still getting every single offensive rebound they can. By the way, did we mention that this game is apparently sponsored by McDonald's of all things? Finally, though, I start going on a bit of a roll towards the end of the second here, and I hit 3 threes in a row with good old Michael Jordan to cut the lead down to 5. And then the Monstars go and hit a 3, and then another layup to put it right back up to 10, but still, I was doing some good. And finally, end of quarter. The score is 40-35 right now. I'm down by 5, and I decide I'm going to finally bite the bullet and give up on...
Hold on, man. Hold on. You're so sexy. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And I'm gonna pick up Wile E. Coyote.
And we're gonna win this game.
And so now the only minigame option, aka power-up thing, is locker room. At first I thought it was like some kind of weird non-minigame locker room thing, but no, it's halftime locker room rumpus.
Sounds like to me Michael Jordan and the boys are really powering up at halftime, huh?
What's up, Doc? Help! Collect Mike's secret stuff so we can show them maroons what we're made of.
Good luck! The one plus, I love the art style of this room. That's about where it ends. You're supposed to run around to these lockers and press X or whatever button to open up the lockers, but I swear to God, I ran around multiple times, stood amply in front of these lockers and tried every button I could to open them, and only in the dying seconds was I ever able to actually open one of the lockers. Meanwhile, that freaking sexy beast, that thick green round Danny DeVito, kept throwing stuff at me and blowing me up, and there was a weird little nerd luck running around that really didn't matter that much. Needless to say, I didn't do too well, and I hated every second of it. Back to the game, third quarter. So in the third quarter here, I changed my game plan up a little bit. I decided literally nobody is going to shoot the freaking ball except Michael Jordan. My thinking is Michael Jordan is the character of characters in this game. He has to be overpowered. It makes no sense to even try and shoot with anybody else when there's no, like, shot fatigue or anything like that. And then I started figuring out stuff like rebounding. I actually was able to jump up and rebound. That's a new development for me. That's good. And I managed to actually go up for the first time in this game. We're turning this ship around, baby. And then I go and actually block the ball. I did something good. Everything is just going perfectly right for me in this quarter. I'm figuring it out, except for that whole pushing thing. I still don't know how to do that. What is that? And with the lead up to 7 and about 50 seconds left in the quarter, I realize my next strategy. Play like an absolute wimp and use up every single second of the clock that I can. In the NBA, your shot clock is 24 seconds. I'm assuming it's probably the same here in this game, before you have to shoot the ball or you lose it to the other team. So, 50 seconds left. If I can run 24 seconds off, that's just sound modern strategy, man. Any of you guys in the comments can call me a wussy, but this is just strategy. I am a wiener. 3 seconds left in the third, up 10, can't have it any other way. Now back in between quarters, we have a lot of options here. We have Shootout, which we already did, Hall of Hijinks, and Space Race. Let's check out Space Race because that sounds kind of interesting, right? Oh, well, so I was doing impressions of all the characters up to this point, but for the sake of having a career, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this attempt up to your imagination. Whoever is voicing this countdown, it is absolutely terrifying. It's like, bro, chill out, it's a basketball game, it's not that serious. And in a reoccurring theme of, I don't know what the freaking buttons are, you're supposed to hold X to blast your ship off. I thought I did that, but I just get completely confused for a good, like, minute, and I kind of just get dragged along by the progress of the nerd luck here, which is kind of weird. This Space Race thing has the sloppiest, loose, slidey controls you could possibly imagine. I get it's like space, but it's just not fun to play. You can't control it worth a darn. If you have any of these blasters in the top right, you can use them to attack the enemy. If you hit them, it kind of stuns them, so you can shoot out in front of them again and hopefully take the lead. There's a shield power-up, and then there's also these platform obstacles like rocks, boulders, and weird intergalactic space balls that occasionally just shoot up to shoot up. I don't know. But it's one of those mini-games that you can't see the turn until you're already up against the edge of the screen. So half the time you're flying out of the track, you're not knowing what to do, the controls suck, you're just having a miserable time. I thought I was gonna finally do it too, I thought I figured it out, and then I take the L at the end. At this point, it's like Michael Jordan's face in this loading screen is teasing me. It's like he's saying, dang, you went and got beat by that nerd luck? And I'm like, shut up, Michael Jordan, and take your $1 billion elsewhere. So back to it, same strategy as the third quarter. We're going to run as much time as we can, keep the lead up, and let Michael Jordan shoot every freaking shot. Okay, I lied. I let Wiley get a few shots in, and they actually made them. Wiley looks like a good character in this game, not that it matters to anybody. Got a goaltend. I got a little ambitious there. That was something, I don't know, different. Honestly, by this point, when I was playing through it, it's kind of just like coasting, going through the motions, shoes squeaking, same really quiet music, Michael Jordan shooting every shot, just kind of running circles until the three-pointer looks kind of open. The bottom line is like, it's like Acclaim took some basic version of NBA Jam and then slapped Space Jam branding over it. It's a crappy NBA Jam, let's be real. Then I start pissing my pants a little bit, and I end up letting the Monstars get it within 5, like a freaking fool, and then by 4 with 20 seconds left. But like I said, Wiley comes in with a clutch shot, puts it up by 6, and we go on to win the game. At least we caught a dub in the base basketball game if I couldn't win any of the freaking mini games. And you want to know what your reward is? It's this. I freaking hate every second of this. My god, is this terrible. And then it just cuts off, and guess what? You get this.
Sorry, boss. We cheated as hard as we could.
We did.
Yeah, we're not very good at cheating.
My god. And then you go to the credits, and the credits roll for like 2.5 minutes with pictures of all these people that worked on the game, as if it was a crowning achievement to put this product out. I do appreciate Derek, though. Derek the Bulldog. I know you murdered Daffy Duck, but I know in your heart you didn't mean it. So after sitting through that slideshow of fun, we go to the Intergalactic Tournament. You can't choose MJ on this one, so I guess we'll just have to pick Buzz, our clutch master Wile E. Coyote, and... Anyways, let's go on to the Intergalactic Tournament. Okay, is this a Space Jam game mode, or is this some kind of abstract space art? This music sounds like it should be from a game for 2001: A Space Odyssey, not Space Jam, the Looney Tunes cartoon featuring Michael Jordan.
Welcome to the Ultimate Challenge and Tournament Play. Win 5 games and gain the prize.
What in God's name is any of this? So you're supposed to play 5 full games of this. To tell you the truth, I completely threw the first quarter, and the only reason I'm even sticking this through is because I want to see Hall of Hijinks. It's a minigame about... Show that you are nobody's doll by rebounding the balls and hitting the moving targets for points. Some targets do strange things. Good luck! I'm gonna be honest, this minigame is the worst of them all. If you tap the throw button, it throws the ball into the spotlight. So you're supposed to hold on to it until Lola comes back down far enough that they can launch the balls at these cutout things. But I couldn't get the timing right, and half the time it was a pain in the butt to even get a basketball. Needless to say, by this point, I was completely done with the game, and I wasn't going to finish no intergalactic tournament. What I really want to know is, like the Daffy Duck minigame, why aren't there more minigames based off of the actual movie story? Like, where's the minigame about the fat guy that gets flattened and then inflated right there at half court? If they did a minigame based on that, this game would have aged like fine wine. Because from what I've heard, there's plenty of people on Tumblr that love that whole inflation stuff. You'd probably have an active fan base to this day, and Lola wouldn't be the only one awakening people. Do I recommend the game? No, go get NBA Jam if you want to play an NBA Jam game. The mini games in between quarters actually make the game less fun, because it just makes the wait inevitable between quarters, with even less fun and terribly controlled mini games. And if you only want to play it from Michael Jordan, go play Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City. Honestly, I haven't played it, but it looks like a way more interesting game than Space Jam on the PS1, Saturn, or PC. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this game in the comments down below, and let me know what games you think I should review next. Until next time, my name is Loopy, and thank you for watching Dumpster Dive.
Hey, you, what you gonna do? Subscribe and turn notifications on. Thank you for watching this video. Like and suggest another game for me to review down in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful life. Thank you for watching again. Bye. Trash all in your face. What's up? It's a disgrace. Trash it, smash it, causes doom. Shake it, quake it.